Hello children, how are you all? Let us start our chemistry class. Matter in our surroundings. In this chapter, in last week, we studied about evaporation. So do you remember the definition of evaporation? Evaporation is the phenomenon of change of liquid into vapors at any temperature below its boiling point. Okay, so you know that particles of matter are always moving, and in the case of liquid, the particles of the particles present in the surface get energy from the surroundings. They're getting kinetic energy, so they can move very fast. So they are convert from liquid state to gaseous state or in the vapor state. Okay, so you know that boiling means when any substance start to boil at its boiling point. But in the evaporation, it's convert from liquid state to vapor state, not in the boiling point. It is below the boiling point. That is the difference between evaporation and boiling. Next, we have to study the factors affecting evaporation. So first I will read four factors. First one, increase in surface area. Second, increase in temperature. Third one, increase in wind speed. And fourth one, decrease in humidity. So first we will see increase in surface area. So here you can see that two pots. One is a big bowl and another one is a small bowl. And this both bowls filled with water. Now we just imagine these two bowls we kept in a outer area or in a room anywhere. Okay, and after 1 hour or 2 hour, when you observe these two bowls, you can see that in this bowl, that is the big bowl, okay, in this big bowl the water level is decreased than the smaller one. Why? Because here the surface area is more. This first bowl, the surface area is more than this small one. So that is why the evaporation rate is also more. So here we are getting the conclusion that if the surface area is more, the rate of evaporation is also more. Another example I will tell about the surface area, that is two shirts. Okay, two shirts, that is wet condition. The two are in the wet or after washing. For one shirt we are spreading in the hanger, and the another one we just crushed it or crumbled it. So which one dry fast, crushed one or the spread one? Definitely the spread one. Okay, a shirt spread, so in that surface area more, and the evaporation rate is also more, so it dry fast. So first point, increase in surface area, the rate of evaporation is also more. Okay, and come to the second point or second factor, that is increase in temperature. So you can see that in this picture, this is the ocean. Okay, so water is here and sun. So sun provides heat, so the temperature, that time temperature is very high. So when temperature is high, the evaporation rate is also more. So from the daily life experiments, we know that, okay, when increase in the temperature, evaporation is also more. So that is the second point. And third factor is increase in wind speed. That is also, you know that in the windy time, when you are putting our wet clothes outside, it dry fast. Okay, that is our common observation. So why it's happened like that? Because when increase in wind speed, the particles of water vapor move away with the wind. Okay, so it dry fast. So we'll get one more factor, that is increase in wind speed, rate of evaporation more. And fourth point, decrease in humidity. And what is humidity means what? Humidity is the amount of water vapor present in air. So humidity is the amount of water vapor. So humidity is more means water vapor or water content is more in our atmosphere. Humidity is less means water content is less in our atmosphere. So if humidity is less or decrease in humidity, evaporation rate is more. Got it? If the amount of water in air is high, rate of evaporation decreases. So these are the four factors affecting evaporation. I will read once again that four factors: increase in surface area, increase in temperature, increase in wind speed, and decrease in humidity. How does evaporation cause cooling? Okay, now we'll see that. Suppose you are standing near a pond. So when you are standing near a pond, you feel cooling. Why? You know that what is evaporation. Evaporation means it is a change of a liquid into vapor at any temperature below its boiling point. That is evaporation. Okay. So when you are standing near the pond, evaporation takes place. Definitely every time the evaporation takes place. So evaporation means a liquid to vapor or liquid to gas. So when a liquid particles convert to vapor form, it's getting some energy because it need energy for the conversion from liquid to gas. Every time they have energy, kinetic energy, they are moving. So from one state, one state to another state, they need some energy. So here the liquid particles on the surface area of this pond take energy from the surrounding of the pond. Got it, children? I am repeating once again. The particles of liquid, here the surface, these particles absorb energy from outside or the surroundings. For what? To convert from liquid to vapor. Okay, so when this kind of absorption of energy from surroundings causes the cooling effect. Okay, so I'm reading this thing. Please listen. In evaporation, heat is taken from surroundings to overcome intermolecular force of attraction. That means liquid have some intermolecular force of attraction, that particles. So this when break this force, then only the liquid particle can move from liquid state to gaseous form or in the vapor form. So for breaking that intermolecular force, the liquid particle absorb energy from outside or from the surrounding. Okay, that is why we feel cold. This absorption of energy from the surroundings make the surroundings cold. Got it, children? Now we will see some examples from our daily life where we can feel the effect of cooling due to evaporation. Now you can see that here the nail polish remover. Nail polish remover. So that nail polish remover we are using to remove the nail polish from our nail. So actually the nail polish remover contain one chemical that is called acetone. acetone, acetone. So the acetone on our palm or on our nail, we feel cool. What is the reason? Because acetone is evaporate very fast. So when it evaporate, the acetone or nail polish particles gain energy because it want to convert from this liquid form to gaseous form or vapor form. So it need energy. So where it get energy? The acetone particles get energy from our palm or from the surrounding. So from our palm it takes energy. So that time our palm feel cold because in our palm energy loses that time. So that is why we feel cool. Now you see the second example. That girl is sweating and she is standing in front of the fan. So can you tell what you feel that time? You feel cool. Why? Because the sweating is there is a mechanism of our body which keeps us cool. So when evaporation takes place, that liquid or sweating, that is a liquid drop, so that evaporate. So that evaporate means it takes energy or heat from our body. Okay, so that time our body keeps cool. And you can see that third picture. That is one boy is wearing a cotton dress. So the question is, why should we wear cotton clothes in summer? Okay, so the summer season we sweating more. So that we know that during evaporation the particles at the surface of the liquid gain energy from the surroundings or body surface and change into vapor. The heat energy that is the latent heat of vaporization, okay, that is absorbed from the body, leaving the body cool. The cotton is a good absorber of water, helps in absorbing the sweat and exposing it to the atmosphere for easy evaporation. So the cotton dress can absorb the sweating, so that sweat evaporate easily from this cotton dress. If we are wearing another nylon or another dress, what will happen? The heat is trapped inside our body and the dress, or between the cloth and body. So when the cotton clothes absorb this sweating, and it evaporate very easily. So that is why we wear cotton clothes in summer. This is also a common experience for you. That is when you are taking some icy cold water in a glass, after some time you can see that some water droplets on the surface of glass. And this process is called, or this phenomenon is called, condensation. Condensation means what is the state change from gas or from vapor state to liquid state, or from gaseous state to liquid state. So that process is called condensation. So here the water vapor present in air when comes in contact with the cold glass of water it loses its energy and condenses to liquid state. This is seen as water droplets on the surface of glass. So that is our last topic, that is condensation, that is from gaseous form to liquid form. Now we will discuss textbook questions, page number 10. So before that I want to tell another thing, that is we studied 3 states: solid, liquid and gas, and some more states are there. Some 2 examples are plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. This plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate are the 2 other states like solid, liquid, gas. Their characters also different. And first we will see plasma state. The plasma state we can see in sun and stars, and the glow of sun and stars because of the plasma state. And the plasma is created in stars because of very high temperature. And you can see this plasma state in fluorescent tube and neon sign bulbs. Okay, and inside a neon sign bulb there is neon gas, and inside a fluorescent tube there is helium gas. And this gas, neon gas or this helium gas, gets ionized. Ionized means charged. How it charged? Because of passing electricity. So electricity is passed through this gas getting charged. So we can call it as ions. So because of the movement of this ionized or these ions, plasma created. So plasma both the plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate we can create in lab. And when we are talking about Bose-Einstein condensate, that is also another state. Okay, and that is formed by cooling a gas of extremely low density to super low temperature. So it's very low temperature. So by making low temperature we can create Bose-Einstein condensate. Okay, now we will discuss about textbook questions, page number 10. The first question is, why does a desert cooler cool better on a hot dry day? Cooler in a desert. What is that answer? So I will just tell the answer. Just note it and write in your notebook. On a dry day, that is happening in a dry day because that is a desert. So on a dry day, humidity decreases and the rate of evaporation increases. You studied the factors of evaporation. So when humidity decreases, rate of evaporation increases. So on a dry day, humidity decreases and the rate of evaporation increases. Thus, it causes more cooling. Got that answer? Yes. Then come to the second question. That is, how does the water kept in an earthen pot, that is called matka, become cool during summer? What is the reason? So that reason is, an earthen pot has porous wall, or an earthen pot contain more small pores, and when water evaporates from the outer surface of the earthen wall, it takes the latent heat of vaporization from the earthen pot and thus causes cooling. As a result, the temperature of water falls. Then third question, why does our palm feel cold when we put some acetone or petrol or perfume on it? That answer is, acetone, petrol and these perfumes are highly volatile compounds. Volatile means that evaporate very quickly. So when we place them on our palm, they evaporate at a high rate and absorb heat from our palm. As a result, our palm feels cold. Then come to the fourth question. Why are we able to sip hot tea or milk faster from a saucer rather than a cup? So saucer has more surface area for evaporation of tea than a cup, because cup surface area is less compared to the saucer. Thus more cooling is observed in saucer. And the last question is, what type of clothes should we wear in summer? We should wear cotton clothes during summer because cotton is good absorber of water and helps in absorbing the sweat and exposing it to atmosphere for easy evaporation. Air can pass through pores of cotton fiber. So these are the answers of these 5 questions. So read your textbook very well, not only one time, 2 or 3 times, and see that videos also. Okay, 1 or 2 times. Watch that video and write these answers, these questions and answers in your notebook. And the next class we will discuss the exercises in your textbook, all exercises in your textbook, as well as some important questions also from this chapter. Okay, so all of you study well, and if you have any doubt you can ask me personally. Okay children, so all the best. Thank you.